Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. So just a shorter update from me this week. So first news, I have finished my 50-mile walk for dementia. It's the last day of Jan and I have just done 50 miles. So I've probably got a couple more left in me this afternoon, but I'm so proud of doing it. And even better, I've hit my donation target. So again, thank you very much to everyone who has sponsored me so far. There's still an opportunity to sponsor me if you want. I'll put the link in the description. But tomorrow will be the 1st of Feb, and that means 26 in 26. So at some point, possibly tomorrow, possibly sometime during the week, I'll record the first of my walks for February. And as I said, I'm going to try and do 26 miles dedicated walking in 2026. So that's good. Second update, bit of frustration from the GP. I had my bloods taken a couple of weeks ago, so basically a follow-up to my appointment at the end of last year, and I had an appointment with the diabetes nurse and went through all my results, and they said, yeah, everything is fine for all your other markers. I asked about my HbA1c, and she replied, what do you mean? I said, I thought the whole point of this test was to go through and reassess my blood sugar just to confirm what medication I need to go on. And she goes, no, we didn't test it. It's like, well, why have I come to you for an appointment with a diabetes nurse to go through my test results, and then you haven't taken my blood tests for diabetes? It's crazy. So they said, shall we take the blood test again? And I said, no, don't worry about it. Put me on whatever drug you think I need to be on. As I said to you in the video before, because I'm going to be doing the low carb shakes, they're not going to put me on the alternative drug. I can't remember its name. So sorry, the sunlight's that's better. So they're going to put me on metformin, and I'm going to have an assessment in 6 months. So my goal for the next 6 months, which will take me right up to just before I go on holiday, and conveniently just before my birthday as well, is I'm going to carry on walking. I'm going to do the shakes. As I said, I'm not going to blast it out and do like the 12 weeks like I did before. That would be unsafe and irresponsible doing that without GP support. And with low carb diets, especially over a sustained period of time, there is a slightly increased risk of organ damage. Clearly I don't want to do that. So as I said, I will be on shakes for a period of time, and then going back onto a higher carb diet, and then depending on how much weight I lose and how I carry on in my diabetes journey, I'll perhaps alternate back onto the shakes for a period of time. Alright, let's put this. Is that better? More dark there. There must be a better way. Anyway, I'm waffling. So yeah, that will be the plan. Blood reassessment in 6 months, and I have referred myself to this Live Life Better Derbyshire. So I'm still waiting to hear back from them. Hopefully I'll hear back from them in the next week or two, and I'll be able to give you an update on how I'm going with them. But yeah, as I said, I want to thank everyone who has supported me. I've had a few people reach out to me about them starting their Path to Remission program, so I want to wish you all the best of luck if you're starting now. As I said in the videos I did before, you will go through waves of feeling that this is great, and then you might go through weeks where you are struggling, and that is perfectly normal. Don't think that because it's might be difficult or it might be hard that it's impossible. You're human. You can only do your best, okay? I'm not going to advocate that anyone cheats, but there are things you can do to make it easier, such as make sure you drink water, sugar-free chewing gum. For the love of God, make sure you take your fibre supplements, especially if you're struggling, and you will be fine. You'll come out the other end. My issue, as you know, was that I struggled to adapt to life back on food, and that is something that I'm going to have to work on, particularly hopefully with Live Life Better Derbyshire. I know Yulia is on her journey with Manjaro and she's about to go up to the next dosage, so I'm really happy for her as well. I'm probably going to weigh myself. I haven't weighed myself for a bit of time, so I'm going to take a fresh weight reading, and then I'll establish a finger prick blood test, base sugar reading as well, do my blood pressure as well, just like I did when I was on the Path to Remission program, and perhaps I'll monitor myself fortnightly or every month just to see how I'm progressing. I want to thank you for watching this video, and if you can like and subscribe, it really does make a lot of difference to the visibility of this channel, and I do want to try and grow this channel more, and to do that I need you all liking and subscribing if possible, and I'd really appreciate that. Thanks very much everyone, you take care, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.